Hello there, magical gangsters. Gangster magician is here in the flesh, baby. Okay, to deliver you your message. Because that's what he loves to do. Because he does what he loves and he loves what he does. Yes, he does. And that's why he's getting moving here, right, Archangel Mikey? He said, yeah, let's just get to it. He said, let's get to the read. Let's do a nice little tarot read here. The gangstar truth in effect here. You know, oftentimes let's just get right to it. But in the meantime, let me just balance my chakras real fast. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to keep balancing and aligning our chakras. So whatever's meant for us will find us, okay? Because when your pathways are all crossed and crisscrossed, and, sometimes people get that energy might get lost in translation. So let's balance that out, I can feel it, though. I am, though. It's like I'm still not 100%, but feel it. It's getting there. It's getting there. All right. So why don't we, in the meantime, let's do a read, like I said. All right. What do we got? The cat says, what do you say? What do you know? And I said, I don't know. She said, I don't know what you mean by that. Can you elaborate further, is what I told the cat. And then he hit me with a paw smack. So gave me an open hand paw. Kicked me in my ass. So what else we got? What's going to be in the energy here, God? Please and thank you for my magical gangsters, the ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, been through it all. You know the ones, our favorite, the best of the best. All right, so what do we got? My 8th house crew here. What do we got here? Let's get going. So we got the 7 of Cups here. So some things telling me there's a lot of options, illusions, there was confusion. Somebody's trying to make that happen. Fantasy and illusion. You're being called to distinguish between reality and illusion and to focus on what truly matters. I focus on clarity and discernment. So this is centering around you focusing on clarity and discernment. I guess maybe this would be somebody like approaching themselves or like throwing themselves upon you. Like if you're in a relationship, it's just something along the lines of making a bad decision for, simple pleasure, or, immediate pleasure, which it wouldn't be, be like cheating or stealing or taking some kind of shortcut here. But at the same time, also, experimenting with other people too, being in like, an open relationship type situation. This ain't for you. All right, so let's get going. All right, why? Because Ace of Swords, because you got the mental clarity to see that's not for you. Why would you want it? This leads to nothing but problems. All right, clarity and insight. You're gaining a new perspective and the clarity to cut through confusion and uncertainty. I am ready for clarity and truth. You have been for a long time now, all right? And you're already cutting through these illusions, these confusion, these options, because you are the only option. That's why. They didn't stand a chance. And anybody who wants to think that they're going to, you'll already see through a 7 of Cups character. I'm still trying to see if it's even worth it to be in with somebody you don't like. I don't know. It's not even worth it, really. So what else? But here's the thing. Here's a Knight of Swords energy, though. So you're still action-oriented. You're ambitious with this Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. See very clearly here. You are driven by your ambitions and are willing to take risks to achieve your goals. I will act with speed and precision. Yes, you will. And that's what you're doing right here. And you're cutting through these illusions here in the 7 of Cups. You're coming right through the 7 of Cups. You say, get the fuck out, chasing these options, these illusions, these confusions, kicking them in their ass, telling them to get the fuck out of here. And by you doing this, it's causing a tower of terror for these characters. They needed you to keep you confused. They needed to keep you indulgent. They wanted you to think that there's, these choices that, daydream with that wishful thinking here, all right, stuff that's like never gonna happen. So it's like, or would it even be good for you to happen? Sudden upheaval, chaos. You may be facing a crisis that will force you to face your fears and let go of what no longer serve you. I embrace change and upheaval. We've dealt with that, but sometimes we know that breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. But these people are too scared. They don't want to change. But this 7 of Cups, this options, illusions, confusion, you being so action-oriented and ambitious and having the mental clarity to see through it, it's causing towers because they can't keep you scared, they can't keep you stuck, they can't keep you, they can't keep you indulgent. Because Six of Pentacles, because people see it. They see that you're receiving what's meant for you. This is you may be in a position to give back to others and share your abundance with those in need. I am grateful for the abundance in my life and give generously to others. So this is basically, you get, the more you give, the more you get. And these people that want you to be selfish, they want you to think there was always going to be something better. They didn't want you to realize what you were all about. But you figured it out. Yes, you did. Why? Because you're that sexy Queen of Wands. That's why. All right, so we know that you're an action-oriented, ambitious, sexy-ass Queen of Wands with mental clarity here, who's receiving what's meant for them, cutting through the illusions, confusion, options, being seen as the only option, and this is causing a tower of terror for those who said you were anything else, okay? Because they are completely wrong. Creativity and intuition. You are a natural leader who inspires others with your vision and creativity. I am confident and charismatic. Yes, you are. They try to use this energy against you. They tried to say you were conceited. They tried to say that you were cocky. They tried to say that you thought you were better than people, that you were this, that you were that. Anything possible that they could say is where they felt that they were going to get a good the reaction they wanted from what they said about you. But now it's like all those things they said, it's like, wow. It tells everybody everything they need to know about those people. Because you didn't say nothing about these people. You didn't run around fucking making lies up about people. They did, okay? And now look at them. And you're just sitting here chilling with them watching you, like, wanting you to think that nobody cares, but everybody cares. So why don't we get a little more into this? Why don't we elaborate further? Like I said, like the Gangstar method of tarot is like we do it like a lottery ticket. I do 6 cards at the beginning, and we'll see what we can match in the next few decks. Match, you know, maybe you can win a prize. Sometimes you get the grand prize in one of them. Who knows? Sometimes you don't win at all. So it is what it is. But you're getting the experience. You know what I mean? I think that's good. I think that's a good experience. A good description of what I do here. Gangstar experience. So why don't we get going here? Why don't we one more shuffle and we'll get going. So we got you as this Queen of Wands, action-oriented, ambitious, driven to succeed. You are slicing through these illusions, these confusion, these options, being seen as the only option, and you're receiving what's meant to be for you, causing towers here. They thought they were going to stop this, and you just got that mental clarity. You can see so clearly, too. All right, so why don't we get going? What do we got here, God, please? And thank you for our besties, our best of the best, our magical gangsters. What do we got, please, and thank you. All right, so now we know. This has been coming up very consistently. This King of Pentacles reverse character. Okay, so now we know this is centering around this person. This person's probably going through the tower. I mean, they were obsessed with status and wealth. There's greedy, materialistic, wasteful person. This could be your counterpart. It's a chauvinistic person. They're a gambler. They're poor with financial decisions. I mean, this person's easily manipulated, told. They just believe everything they believe everything they're told except what you tell them. And now they're going to lose everything. Why? Because you got this Knight of Wands energy. Because you're, action-orientated, you're passionate, you're fearless, you're adventurous. You're moving with purpose here. This person thought that you were just going to, be completely devastated over them forever. But it's like, no, we don't care about you like that no more. So this is what's killing this person, because they need you to care. They need you to be chasing them. They need you to be wishing for them. They need you to be thinking they're the greatest thing in the world. But you're just like, we know what you are now. You're not, we're not attracted to it. See you later. And they see you go with somebody else. And then it's like, but then this person, energy's going to go where it wants to go anyway. So this person may just get left behind and goes to a new person. And you'll forget about that person. You'll say, oh, it'll change into something like, oh, well, that person was like, it will just show you that like they weren't ever your person if they don't do the right thing. You know what I mean? Because there's got to be a way. If they don't do the right thing, it has to be a way out of it for you, because then you would get stuck here with them. So what else we got? All right, so here, there's a Five of Wands in reverse here. So now this King of Pentacles reverse is saying that they don't want any more, they want to end the conflict here. They want cooperation. They want to agree to disagree. They want to avoid conflict here. They don't want this conflict, this competition with you anymore. But I don't think they're willing to change because they're in the King of Pentacles energy. So this could be them in the past, this could be them now, this could be what they're, trying to overcome. I mean, we've seen that they were being manipulated by King of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Emperor in reverse energy, basically telling them that this is the only way to succeed in life. And making it like showing these examples, making people think that way. But now it's like, no, we don't want to think that way. And I don't think this person wants to think that way because look, the Eight of Swords is here because they're stuck. And their only way out is for them to admit what they did, to apologize. And they're avoiding conflict here. I don't know what they're willing to do. They're definitely going to try to hold on to things here and, not let you know about it. They're going to lie. They're going to try to minimize it. But you're not going to be asking for anything. So whatever they want to, whatever they think that they going to get away with, they're not going to get away with it. So it doesn't matter. Whatever they try, let them try. They know that they don't have a chance. That's why they don't want any conflict anymore with you. All right, and this is happening quickly, Eight of Wands. Things are moving very quickly here for you. All right, they're saying things are moving a little too fast for them. This King of Pentacles, I believe they knew they had to go through karma. I believe they know that they knew that you were their counterpart. I believe they knew all these things, and I also believe that they had to go through this. Just like the stuff you went through, this is what they had to go through, karma. Remember, we weren't all perfect here. Okay, we weren't all perfect. We've all made mistakes. We all have a past. Okay, so that's why we have to remember that when it comes to our counterpart, whatever they went through, these were demons they had to overcome. So, whatever. I mean, you overcame them too. So we have to remember that. That's what makes you so special. Your ability to look at things from all different perspectives and, your ability to forgive. That's what is the difference. And that's why you're able to create this 10 of Cups. That's why you're creating this foundation, because you show people just how forgiving you can be. All right, that you're not going to sit here and hold grudges, because that's only going to keep you tied to them. We just forgive you, whatever it is. You want to try us again? Go ahead, try us. Hopefully you learned your lesson, that you don't fuck with us. All right, now get in line or get ran over. Okay, you only get one opportunity. That's what we give. We give everybody one. Everybody gets a chance. And that's because they didn't know what you were capable of before this. Now they know what you're capable of. Let them try to play with you now. Then that's when you really show your power. Now it's not necessary. So what else do we got? So this King of Pentacles, they want to quickly avoid conflict with you. So this person is going to probably come sniveling. I don't know what you're going to do with them. I mean, this will have to play itself out. You're not just going to trust them right away. It's not happening. They got to earn it. Because look, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Because they're a thief. Okay, this is power dynamics. This is abuse of generosity. This is strings attached. They're still trying to get something out of this. Five of Wands in reverse. So they're going to try to come in there with like almost like their fingers crossed. Which I don't know what their thought. Maybe somebody's pushing them into this. Probably. Maybe an Emperor reverse energy is like forcing them into this, forcing them to approach you and seeing like if they could get you to you just have to walk away in the situation, because it's nothing goes good. This person, I don't know, there's not going to work for you. If this is your counterpart, somebody though, maybe it's just a karmic soulmate. But any way you look at it, you're not going to be, and you'll know. All right, remember that. So don't worry about it. Knight of Pentacles, because you're hardworking, you're efficient, you're responsible. You're making things happen here. This person, they thought that they were just going to come smash you, like blackball you. This could be like a business person that, or maybe a boss or something that just thought they could come in and like squash you. But that's all they ended up doing, was squashing themselves. You show this person just how small they really are. You're an ego killer. That's what it comes down to. You're the ego death of the ego, the angel of ego deaths, sir. Like, you destroy egos like that. What else? All right. So look, there's a Knight of Swords reverse energy now. So this King of Pentacles reverse is coming off very reckless, unfocused. They're rude, forceful. They're coming off as a bully. It's just they know that the walls are closing in. They want to avoid conflict with you. They know that's not a smart idea to mess with you, but they also don't want to lose everything here. They also don't want to be seen for any of this. They just want to somehow or another fly under the radar without, but that will never work because then they'll always feel like they could get away with stuff. And then they're gonna think, oh, they're gonna feel like that's why, look, it's 5 of Swords. They wanted to win at all costs, this person. They didn't care what happened. As long as they were gonna get everything out of this. They thought they were gonna get all the energy out of this. This person really thought they were gonna get all the twin flame energy out of this. They believed this. And you said, no, give me back my at least my half. We don't give a fuck about your half. We don't need you. We never need you anyway. This person made it like you needed them or something. Like if they didn't have you or they rejected you, then you would have to just go on your own, and just go snibble away. And that this person was gonna be laughing, turning around, this is what they thought. It's so sick though. And now they gotta look at themselves for that, and we're just looking at them like, you fucking loser, look at you. And all the people that they thought that they were their friends all are turning on them. Not even turning on them. It's not even that it wasn't worth it. So now this person, so they think that they're gonna just come back and you're just gonna say, oh, okay, and then everything's gonna go back to normal. No, you're losing everything, everything, and you're probably going to jail too. This King of Pentacles reverse. You know what you did. Alright, so don't think that you're going to come in here and get fucking whatever it is. That's why that person said they're going to prison. Alright? So they know. They must know something. What else? Alright, look, you have this 10 of Cups here now. So we've seen this already. You're building your foundation here. Like I said, happiness, harmony. You were surrounded by love and emotional fulfillment, and your family and community are supportive. All right, so this is with this 8 of Wands here. It's like, I'm grateful for the love and joy in my life. Things are quickly moving here. You're quickly building this. So this isn't something they thought that they could recreate this. They can't. Okay, they cannot recreate this. Only you can do this. You are the creator of that. Remember that. They don't feel like, because you had the 9 of them. You're the 9 of Cups. I mean, it is a two-way street, but you need that Ace of Cups. So, see what happens. Because look, 3 of Cups, you got people surrounding you. Like I said, there's happiness. People, they want to celebrate. There's going to be reunions here. People are having a good time. The King of Pentacles in reverse ain't having a good time. They're being seen as a thief, a reckless thief. Somebody thought they were going to use their power, their whatever it was, their money or whatever they thought. Now they're being seen as a fucking real fucking loser. Because it only needed one person to fall. One person didn't want to feel like they wanted to take the fall on this. They were trying to make somebody take the fall, and that person was like, no, I'm not taking the fall. So they gave them up. What else? Alright, now look, this King of Pentacles reverse, they're carrying all the burden here, 10 of Wands. They wanted you to carry the burden of this whole thing. They wanted you to feel like the one who's the loser in the situation where they're this winner and that you need them. This is what it is. This is the fucking toxic masculine energy trying to dominate the feminine energy to make them think that they need them, and then that this King of Pentacles reverse could do whatever they want while this feminine energy just sits by idly and does nothing, okay, and just listens, okay. But that's not how this works. This is not how things are going anymore. Them days are over. All right, and this could be about a female being this way with a male, okay, like a female who's a business person who wants to go party and do stuff and then keep you to stay home and do whatever. But so it's like that's not how that works anymore. You know what I mean? Like them days are over. We don't need you. Go do it. Enjoy yourself. But don't think we're going to be there when we come back. That's how they learn. That's how they learn. Like they got all this stuff. They think they're a big shot. And then we show them that they're nothing. Because look, two of Pentacles. You were able to adapt. You were flexible. You were balanced. And all these attacks from this person. This person's such a coward. They're such a coward. They're such a person that would conform to peer pressure. They're such a fucking whatever it is, a follower that, and they want to give advice here, this person. It's like, you're a fucking joke, bro. You're a joke. You know it. People are laughing at you. This person's falling apart too. People are laughing at them. They're fucking hyperventilating, okay? They're shaking. People are like, well, what's wrong? You all right? They don't know what to say. It's like, it's not the way they thought it was. It's not gonna be all fucking, whatever. All fucking dazzling like they thought. What else? Anything else here? I mean, what else with this 10 of Cups? Why don't we get a little more into that? That's quickly happening, right? Okay, yeah, because now we have this 5 of Cups in reverse. So this 5 of Cups in reverse with this 5 of Wands in reverse is telling me that somebody is accepting, moving on, finding peace, content. So maybe this King of Pentacles in reverse really is trying to find peace. Maybe this is like, you know, they don't want to carry the burden here. Maybe they were carrying the burden this whole time. And now they're being seen this way, and they know, because if they have a 5 of Wands, they're avoiding conflict, and they are trying to find peace. And you're sitting here with this 10 of Cups, and that's the biggest peace you can imagine, and things are moving very quickly with you. I don't know, maybe this person, like I said, could have been undercover in this situation. So always keep that in mind. This person could have been undercover here. They might have, your soul, remember, your spirits are controlling you now, all right? You're not in control, like the actual person. Okay, so the spirits are communicating. That's how this is working. So maybe this energy has, we'll see. Let's see if they can flip. I mean, you have them accepting this, not wanting conflict here, being seen as this reckless thief, though. Somebody trying to put power dynamics, but they're carrying all the burden. All right, what else do we got? I mean, you're this Queen of Pentacles, so that's another thing that's coming out of this. You're being seen as the ideal spouse, the one everyone comes to see, the one everyone wants to be. And you don't need anybody. This person, they said you were a fucking hanger-on, or they thought that you needed them. Now this person is going to need you, and you're going to show them how to treat somebody when you need them, not fucking breadcrumb them, like this person tried to do. You're just going to show people the right way. And if they don't want to learn, then fuck them. They're not going to be around you. It's that simple. Why? Because you have this Page of Pentacles energy. You're manifesting things here. You're making things happen. Exploration and learning. You are beginning a new venture or project and are eager to learn and explore all that it has to offer. I'm open and eager to learn new skills and take on new opportunities. That's what you're doing. That's what you're keeping your focus at. That's why you're not focused on this person. They need you to be focused all your energy on them, and then that they're going to clean up. But you're like, no, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on this 10 of Cups. I'm going to focus on what I want to do. I'm not going to focus on you. You, whatever it is, you have to make it up to us. We don't have to make up anything to you. All right, we already dealt with what we had to do. And that's why 6 of Swords, you're leaving this shit behind. You're not going to sit here and wait for this person. That's why they're going to get crazy. They're going to start cheating. They don't want it. They're going to start, they don't know what to do now. So that's why it's all falling apart. They may intentionally just pull the plug on this whole thing. And when they see you're going too far. They can feel the energy. They know when you don't care no more. Like, you're getting there. You might not completely not care, but you don't eventually. And they have to change. They have to get better because you just keep getting better. So they have to, this is what makes them get better. Breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. I saw that tower at the beginning. Okay, and there's this 3 of Pentacles now. So somebody, they want to work with you. They want to collaborate. This King of Pentacles perhaps, but we don't want to be bothered with these people. Whatever they are, whoever they work with, we don't give a fuck. We don't want to hear it. We know we're happy with what we're doing because listen, death's here, all right? Death is here. The end is here. So anybody, this first King of Pentacles, whatever they thought they were going to get out of this, they're not getting anything. They're losing everything. So what's going to be the end I'm going to get out of this one so far? So we didn't really get too much confirmation here. So I'll see what I got to do with another deck. Because yeah, this Knight of Cups in reverse energy. This person's going to try to gaslight you. Try to make it like you need them, but you're just like, no, because the Hierophant's here and they say they don't need you, okay, because we're there supporting them. So this is where this King of Pentacles really loses their ego. Their ego gets killed because they see that you're doing everything by yourself, and eventually will be attracting all types of different people. And then this person's they're gonna have no other way but to self-destruct for them to rebuild. I mean, there's no other way. There isn't. Sometimes that's what happens. You blow up to build a new stadium, you blow up the old one. So this person's like the vet. We were like Lincoln Financial Field. So, we have to blow it up. Thing's gonna fucking explode, this King of Pentacles in reverse. You're gonna have to come bow down. Tell us you're sorry for what you did. Tell us how we're the greatest. Never seen anything so amazing. All right, so why don't we get a confirmation here, a little clarification, and And we'll go from there. How's that sound? Okay, please and thank you, God. Alright, so now there's this Ace of Cups in reverse here. So this King of Pentacles in reverse, they are at emotional loss here. They're very much have repressed emotions. They're losing it. Like I said, they're losing it because you're over here happy. And this is not going to be like, I'm not saying this is going to happen right away. Will happen eventually, okay? This is how the world plays out. This is how this energy plays out. They're gonna lose it. So, but you have this Three of Wands here, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, your Page of Pentacles, you're building something here. You're making someone happy. You're manifesting. You're creating a foundation here. Things are moving quickly for you. Three of Pentacles. People want to work with you. I mean, this isn't like you're over here getting nothing out of this. You gained a lot out of this. And when I mean gained, I don't mean, physical, like where, financial, material. You gained a lot spiritually. That's where you really benefits. That's when you move to the next level. Your mindset went to the next level. It did. Yes, it did. It's all about consciousness, what you believe. What you believe is more important than what certain other people believe. That's why they didn't want you to believe that, but that's what you need to believe. All right, because remember this, you're this fool. You're pure, you're innocent. You got new beginnings here. The upright position of this card depicts a new journey where you will be filled with optimism, wonder, courage. You may be weighing your options and risk, okay? Yes, that's why this Page of Pentacles is there. You're at the beginning stages. You have this Ten of Cups, and you have this Eight of Wands. Three of Pentacles, people wanting to work with you, okay? And that's fine. That doesn't mean we want to work with you, though. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like we might just want to do our own thing for now. But Five of Cups, somebody's accepted. They want to find peace. They want to, they want to reconcile here. They don't want to be filled this way. They don't want to be pessimistic. They don't want to be in regret anymore. How do you get out of that? You have to destroy whatever it is. They don't want this conflict. Five of Cups in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. That tells me your counterpart is completely in disarray with themselves here. I mean, listen, I feel they knew that this had to happen. We just have to see what they come out of this. I mean, this new beginning's here. Maybe you're getting a new beginning. Because look, the Tower's here now. Remember, we saw that at the beginning. The Tower's here. So this person, like I said, upheaval, sudden change. Things have to really come undone for this person. I mean, I can see why they'd be scared, but it's like there's nothing really to be scared of. This is how you clear this karmic energy away. And this karmic energy is pretty easy to fool, too. Remember that. So this person really could be just fooling them. Just playing these people. I really believe it. I do. Especially with that, Venus retrograde. The day before Venus retrograde being the worst day of the year to get married. And I heard somebody's getting married on that day. All right, so they must have known that, right? Wouldn't you imagine? So what else do we need to know? All right, so you have this Eight of Pentacles energy. So you're mastering your craft here. You're sharpening your skills. The Eight of Pentacles may be telling you to chase after education, going back to school, taking a new skill, or something in that vein. Whatever it is you're doing, you're working hard to master it. Know that the dedication you have will pay off in the long run. So you can't expect things to pay off right away. Remember, you got this new beginning here. So you got this full energy with this Eight of Pentacles, which is good. I mean, I like that. I like to see that because Six of Wands, you're winning. You're going to be recognized here. Because of this Eight of Pentacles. Hard work will pay off. This will pay off, and you will be recognized. But there's an Ace of Cups here, though. So there's no love. Emptiness. So whoever this is like completely like a zombie right now. This King of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I don't even think they could do anything now. They're so scared of what's happening right now. They see everything's coming to an end. They see the walls are closing in on them. Alright, because now there's a Four of Cups in reverse here. They see you're not rejected. They see somebody suddenly ready when to choose happiness. There's sudden awareness. There's, checking in for realignment. Perhaps that's you. You're not rejected, though. They needed you to be rejected. They needed people to look at you like you were nothing. But that's completely changed. People are looking at them like they're nothing. It's just the way the energy flips. It's just, trust me. Okay, because Dev's here. He said, yeah, I told you. Don't worry about it. I got this. It's good. That's what I'm here for. That's my thing. I'm an eighth house mascot. I don't let nobody fuck with you. I'm the enforcer. Okay, that's what it is. They're the enforcer. And they're very protective of us. They come visit people very quickly when they, do us dirty. What else do we got? Anything? So you have very high standards here. You're not willing to settle for anything. All right, and why? Because look, this Ace of Swords is here. So that was also, we've seen that at the beginning. There's a mental clarity here. Okay, so we know that you have the mental clarity. The upright positioning of this card is a clear sign of encouragement. You're open to embracing new ideas, so jump freely at the next opportunity with open arms. Keep company with those that offer you inspiration and channel your energy into this, something that makes your heart happy. Mental clarity, success, breakthroughs, new ideas, sharp mind. You are a sharp-minded fool. Yes, you are. They thought you were naive, but no, you're very sharp. Very, very sharp. And they, Two of Swords, cannot avoid the fact that you are this very sharp-minded individual. They try to say you were stupid. They said that you were worthless, that you were dope. You were, like I said, naive. They just said like you had mental illness or something. Couldn't take care of yourself. They say you're putting on a show here. You're not really who you say you are. Now people have the mental clarity to see that none of that was ever true, that you are this fool. You always were this fool. They couldn't corrupt you. What else? Alright, and now you know who you're dealing with. So now you got this Queen of Wands in reverse. So the quintessential witch of the deck here is with this King of Pentacles in reverse. So of course they had some fucking witchy whore with them. Okay, some witchy could be some fucking jerk off guy too. You know what I mean? This could be anything. This is a fucking person who has no self-respect. They lack self-confidence. Okay, they're insecure. They're narrow-minded. They're bossy. They're pushy. Quintessential witch of the deck. Whatever it was, this person had this King of Pentacles in reverse, fucking obsessed with status and wealth. That's what they were doing. They agreed to let this person have an open type relationship where they could go be with whoever they want to be with. I believe maybe this person may even got an STD in this situation. Okay, and now they're trying to blame you for this, and you haven't even been around these people. Doesn't even make sense. So it's like it just doesn't make sense here. Like whatever they're saying is like it's not adding up at all. Because people are like, no, we haven't even seen this person. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, they had a long-term view though. You did. You've seen this coming. You've seen this happening. You just stayed hard working. That's why you're not rejected. So is there anything else? I don't really feel like this is my favorite reading, but at the end of the day, it seems like you're getting a new beginning here. Just staying in this 8 of Pentacles. So what else do we need to know here? Okay, is that Judgment in reverse. This King of Pentacles in reverse, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they want to avoid judgment. So this is 2 people, they want to avoid judgment. They didn't want to take the call, they want to block, they want to stop you. And now that they're caught for what they did. They're carrying a burden. One's trying to blame the other. Okay, there's going to be betrayals here. 7 of Swords. This one's going to betray this one. And you're just going to not even pay attention. So I don't really like this energy, so I'm going to wrap this up. So what's going to be in here? Alright, as I look, now you got this King of Swords in reverse here. So this is the scumbag, okay? So now the King of Swords in reverse is a malicious character, okay? That pushed this Queen of Wands in reverse energy on this King of Pentacles reverse. Said that this is the way to go. They wish that they could have a life like this, would have somebody like this Queen of Wands in reverse who would let them step out on the marriage like this they do with this King of Pentacles reverse or the relationship. That that you would never do that, and that you're trying to keep them locked down. This is like the worst. This person, this King of Swords in reverse, they're like the one in your ear that basically such a fucking gaslighter, such a manipulator, so callous, lacks empathy, will present themselves as warm and fuzzy, like they're such this good person, present themselves like a coach or a fucking PTO leader of church, a fucking church leader. Worse, man. It's like the 7 of Cups is here. So this is options, illusions, confusion. This is what this King of Swords in reverse, this is what they wanted this King of Pentacles in reverse to focus on. Options, illusions, confusion. We've seen that right at the beginning. Okay, that this was going to be centering around that. So now that I know this is what's keeping them, and this is why this King of Wands in reverse keeps this person indulging with other people, okay, sex parties or whatever the fuck these people do, and you know, but this doesn't make this person happy because they only love you. So it's like they can't control this person anymore with this. Now this person's self-destructing here with the Seven of Cups. Alright, so we know there's self-destruction. Hopefully something comes good out of this. I mean, now I guess I gotta go in longer with this King of Swords now. In reverse here. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune's here. I guess that is a good thing I went further. Because now, with this King of Swords in reverse, and this options illusions, you know, consuming this King of Pentacles in reverse, now the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's like you may be taking the good with the bad right now. Okay, the wheel's turning in your favor. This is the cycle that you cannot control. It's like there's nothing you could do in this situation. Remember that no matter the outcome, the wheel always turns and nothing lasts forever. So you have to appreciate it. Nothing is permanent. Wheel always turns. You have to have that strength here to adapt, to be flexible, to be balanced. You are. This King of Swords in reverse, they did not want that. They wanted to keep things the same. They saw that you were changing. They saw that you were making this King of Pentacles reverse change. So that's why they instantly brought in this witch for them. But you have this clear as day. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles here. I mean, Eight of Pentacles, and this Fool energy. All right, and now there's this Four of Wands in reverse over here. There's conflict here in this workplace. Conflict, Four of Wands. Conflict among these family, these friends, these fucking whatever colleagues. Four of Wands in reverse. There's not a good time here. Okay, there's conflict with other, lack of support, breakdown in communication. There's home conflict, work conflict. Everybody's blaming everybody else. Okay, remember, you're still here with this Ten of Cups over here. You're building your foundation. So we know that things are crumbling over here. Like I said, they have to crumble to be rebuilt. So that's what this is. Things are crumbling to be rebuilt here. All right, because look, there's a Two of Cups in reverse over here. This was not a wish come true. This King of Swords reverse got this person involved in the situation. Now they have the sticky energy they're trying to get rid of. You, Seven of Wands, are in complete control because you don't care. They need you to care so they could utilize the energy. They could continue to siphon the energy. They can't get your energy now. This King of Swords in reverse is being called out for why did they recommend this? What was their thought process here? Why did they do this? And then there's all these other things that this person has done. This person has done some weird stuff in the back. I mean, they're being seen. There's been private investigators following this person. It's like there's nothing else they could do because Eight of Swords in reverse, you're not stuck anymore. They needed you to be stuck. They needed you to be locked away. They needed you to be, you know, unable to move, and that's just not the case anymore. So the fact that you were able to move and be who you are and do what you need to do, and you're releasing whatever negative thoughts, is the reason why this King of Swords in reverse is losing everything. This is why this Queen of Wands in reverse is going to become obsolete. This is why this King of Pentacles in reverse is self-destructing. And that's why, Seven of Wands, you're in complete control again. You are in complete control of the situation. You're maintaining control. There's nobody that's going to come through. Nobody's going to stop you. Okay, this King of Swords in reverse especially is not going to stop you. And they're starting to see that very clearly right now because you are not stuck anymore. You broke right through this. Okay, and look, they have this Queen of Cups in reverse also. So this Queen of Wands in reverse, they're crying now. They're all in their bed. They're upset. They're fucking this witch, sad crybaby witch here who couldn't get the job done, couldn't cut the mustard. And now this puts the pressure on the King of Swords in reverse as to why they said this person was the best thing ever. And now they're saying that this person was the worst thing ever, that this person was actually intentionally brought this person around there in hopes to destroy this person, thinking that they were going to self-destruct, but they didn't think that it was going to come back to them. Okay, and we're just going to end it with this Ten of Cups because you're going to keep building this foundation here. You're going to keep doing that. I mean, this is what comes down to. They cannot stop you from building this foundation on this Ten of Cups. There's too much love on your end, and there's too much fucking fakeness on this end. This just was never going to last, okay? Now, look, you got the whole fucking team here. Queen of Swords in reverse now. Now they're angry and depressed, this witch, okay? They're fucking screaming. They're being bitter. They want to go from being a crybaby to screaming. Now they're throwing things, okay? They're angry. Actually throwing things at this King of Swords in reverse now. Why'd you get me involved with this? And this King of Swords in reverse is trying to now act like this person's crazy, like this person is the one who did it, like they put a spell on this one. So they're trying to make it like they didn't even know what was happening here, that this person was completely, that they actually believed that you were the one that was this Knight of Swords energy that was action-oriented, ambitious. They're trying to do that whole turnaround now, trying to say, oh, no, I believe it was them, but then this one guy just put a spell on me and blah, 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 and I was That's what they're trying to play now. They're trying to, because that's the same thing that happened to this King of Pentacles research. They're hoping to ride in on that end of it. But you know that this person was already involved from the beginning. You know this person. You know they're not going to get away with it because they can't get past it because there's a Nine of Swords in reverse. Because now with this Eight of Swords in reverse, these negative thoughts are being released. You're not stuck. You're releasing deep-seated fears. You're not scared. They need this people to be scared. They live on a fear-based tactic here. Nobody's scared of this King of Swords in reverse. Okay, because Three of Cups, you're completely celebrating. You have this good time. There's reuniting here. There's good times. I got to end it now because I'm going too long and I'm really just losing. I just kept getting fucking like people coming out of it. All right, but bang, yes, we're gonna end it on this one. Yes, because you have a Three of Cups there. So let's end it on another one. Okay, so you got this Three of Cups surrounding you because you're entering a happy time in your life. You may be reconnecting with a long-lost friend. Yes, you may. Okay, relative or loved one. Or you may be celebrating something important to you. Spend quality time with the people most important to you. And remember, you know who's important to you because they'll make you be important to them, okay? Celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, happiness. Perhaps we're going to have a nice festival for you because you're the best, okay? So remember that. Three of Cups. We love it, all right? Good times here. And that is because Six of Swords, you left this all behind. Whatever this King of Swords in reverse thought they were going to create for you, you're leaving it all behind, and that is why you're celebrating and having a good time, and people are saying, wow, look at them. I'm so glad you're here with us. Who would ever let you go? And that's this King of Pentacles reverse is sitting there like this. That's the idiot that let them go. Okay, so there you go. And it's all thanks to this King of Swords in reverse, and this... It's a joke. See you, bye.